Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Modded Skyrim Part
I'd kill for
22.
sweet one right
Villager
now.
is having a conversation about wanting to kill someone for a sweet roll. Although she sounds very sweet, she's obviously a murderous sort. I'll just explore the rest of this town. This is the town blacksmith, the Blue Moonstone. I wonder if there's any new gear that they've got here. I hope anything isn't overpowered.
What do you need?
This
Take a look.
Geldrian woman, she sells leveled things, but they're not too bad. I think it's really the same sort of things that you find in most of the towns. Probably comparable. Oh, steel plate armor of the knight. That was quite useful. That would be quite useful if I gave that to Lydia, because that would upgrade her heavy armor. Etienne Bella de Jenna is selling her properties. That's a town that I could buy. Or is it just a house I could buy? Because it did say sell engineering and housing. But I don't have enough cash for that, so if I had enough cash I could set myself up as the mayor of Fleetford, I suppose. What else is there? Quarter
I think I was
Master
fancy green
Barracks.
mud crabs for supper. How about going and kill a few of them?
There's a Khajiit as well.
Need something? Take a look.
I do love the Khajiit voices. Take a look. So relaxing. They sell some minor magical items. Minor sure grip is quite useful for two-handed character. That could go with Lydia as well. So I could buy Lydia lots of other presents. Horsehide I think is worthwhile buying, and cowhide is worthwhile buying because they make you two leather. So even though they cost 31 gold for one piece, that's equivalent to 2 pieces of leather, which you normally buy for about 38.40. So that saves you round about 10 gold. It's definitely worth buying.
Why don't bandits ever have
Although I could just travel this road, kill some game like some foxes and some
bread?
wolves, and then get enough pieces of leather to upgrade everything. I'll see what I've got. I'm quite hungry. I'll finish off some food, I think. It actually takes quite a lot of food to satiate your character. Fortunately, I've got a lot. So I managed to munch my way with a cabbage, a couple of slices of cheese, tomato, a couple of potatoes, a loaf of bread. That's quite a substantial lunch. I just hope I haven't overeaten. Only takes a bite. I wonder if I could write to the maker of that mod and see if you can add that animation in when you drink a potion. That would be really useful in combat.
Strange.
Villager has all these random comments that she says. They're pretty much based on the comments that she had in Oblivion. Now this looks suspicious. What do you think of this, Villager? Some standing stones. This normally leads up to a barrow.
I find Tamriel Flora illustrated very interesting. Especially
We'll
the
head up.
pictures.
This looks very ominous. Leads to a tomb or a barrow. Might find a word wall.
Honestly, bandits. Why don't they just...
Look out for any undead that are floating around. This is Hilgrunds Tomb. This is a very interesting dungeon. It's not a mod, it's a developer made dungeon that I think is quite well made. I played this dungeon previously when I had a mod installed that made everything mega dark, so inside you needed a torch.
There's nothing like going for a ride, is there?
I wonder how
I've
bright it
always
is
loved
though without the
horses.
mod. There are quite a few enemies within. I have 13 potions of healing. That should be able to get me through. As you can tell, I died quite a few times last time. Who's this?
Have you got enough lockpicks? Else maybe I can make a few. All I need is iron ingots. And a forge, of course.
Kind, you startled me.
I'll just take
There's a necromancer around here,
equipment.
so watch yourself. Can you help me? He's in the tomb doing gods know what with my dead relatives. Vals Veran. My family has never really seen eye to eye with him, and he has finally gone off the deep end. He's gone in to defile our family tomb by using our ancestors for his filthy dark elf necromancy. My aunt went in after him, but she hasn't come out yet, and I don't think I can take him by myself. I'm not proud of it. I'm terrified of that place, and Aunt Agna knows it. My dad locked me in there in a drunken rage when he left us. 3 days in there eating the offerings left for our dead before Aunt Agna found me. Can you help me? He's in the tomb doing gods know what with my dead relatives.
Let's go. Well,
Great.
you're quite a
I'll
coward. You
unlock
let
the
your
door and lead you
middle-aged aunt
inside.
go in after a
Then you can lead the
necromancer.
way.
You have to take him because he unlocks the door for you. You can't get in otherwise. But this means that I've got 3 companions. I might be slightly overpowered with 3. Last time I had Lydia and I had this guy Goldear. But I've got Villager as well. What's a Draug doing in your tomb? This is your family tomb. You shouldn't have a Draug here. As you know, Draug are ancient cult dragon worshippers that gave away their souls to the dragon priests. So I don't know what they're doing here. Maybe it's a bit lazy by the developers. There's a...
You will be so dead.
Didn't last. Yeah, perhaps we're a bit overpowered. One-shotted by Lydia. Distracted by Villager.
I never forget the first potion I made.
There's another Draug up ahead.
It was supposed to
Yes,
restore
maybe a little
health.
bit lazy by the
My father
developers, because
almost died
perhaps
of it.
these all should have been zombies as opposed to Draug. 'Cause Draug have a very specific place. The mod that I selected as well has a very nice effect of increasing your sneak when you succeed in a sneak attack. I'll take these snowberries, thank you very much. I also
I
see
wonder
that
who
door
raised
is
the
trapped.
giants. I mean, there don't seem to be any giant mothers. Guess that's why giants
Traps are quite
haven't been
deadly,
taught to
especially
bath
with only
every week.
110 health. What do you think about that, Goldear? Why have you trapped everything? Well, disarming the trap is just a case of lockpicking. I wonder what happens if you fail doing the lockpicking though. Perhaps the trap is triggered. It should be. Fortunately, I disarmed it. Doesn't seem to be too much there. A dead end.
Are you? So saying
Not much in
thieves
terms of
was
treasure
stealing
as
from
well.
the
There's,
rich
all there is
people
these
before. But here in
Draug.
Skyrim,
Or
the
they're
thieves'
not
guild
even
is just a
Draug, they're
bunch
just
of
dead bodies.
thugs.
So that was worthwhile for 5 gold. I suppose I got my lockpicking increased as well, that was worthwhile. There's a little throne. As you would in your family tomb, you would build yourself a little throne. I'll take a couple of these linen wraps. I might make some cloaks for my followers. Last time I played this dungeon though, yes, the dungeon was completely pitch black, so you couldn't use your bow and arrow because you couldn't see anything. That made the game extremely difficult because of course all the AI people can see you. It's a bit of a disadvantage when you're in a bandit dungeon though, because the bandits somehow have excellent night vision and can see you all the time. I'll pretend that this is one of the reasons why I'm playing as a Khajiit, because Khajiits have night vision as a inherent ability, or cats can see in the dark anyway. So in theory, all of these dungeons would be light to you anyway. And of course, if I'm doing a let's play and I'm playing a dungeon completely in the dark, it's not fun at all. Have to concentrate on this lock. There's a steel warhammer. I wonder if I can give that to my new follower, because he doesn't have a very good weapon. I don't think he's even got a shield.
Hey, those belong to my family. Fine, take whatever you want, so long as you help me get rid of Vals.
Yeah, all he's got is an iron war axe. That's quite useless. I wonder if I can give him a steel warhammer to use.
We're not killing them. They were already dead. We're helping them back to Sovngarde.
That's very philosophical of you, but no, we can't give him a steel warhammer. Hello, Mr. Subtle Draw. You stand there.
You are as good as dead.
There are loads and loads of bottles of wine here. What is the reason for loads of bottles of wine being here? Is this a wine cellar? Probably the worst designed wine cellar in the world. Good security though. Nord Mead.
What's the deal with those horned helmets? I think it makes people
There's
look
oil
like
on the floor
mad
as well, so I could have had another way of killing that draw, setting him on fire. But it looks like there's only one way to go. Through this very spooky iron door.
You will be so dead.
I couldn't fire then because my companions were in the way. All I can do is back up. This is a disadvantage of going on a adventure with your companions.
Is that Betty? Oh.
Bilger is extremely powerful. She doesn't even seem to be staggered by someone hitting her in the back. I'll have to check her stats to see if she's not overpowered. If not, I just won't level her up or keep her 1 or 2 levels below me.
My favorite book is ABC for Barbarians. It's such a source of vital knowledge.
A dead body. This looks like your aunt.
No. And Agna. Talos. Why didn't I go in with her?
I'm amazed she made it this far. With fair armor and a steel axe, she made it past about 3 or 4 draws.
Defiling the bodies of my ancestors in there. Agna once told me there's a secret room deeper in.
While you're chatting away, I'll take away all these grilled leaves. There's so much food here.
Maybe that will get us into
Maybe she was just overate.
Dirt, 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 dirt. Everywhere dirt.
All this food, I suppose, are offerings towards the dead. But there is a load of food. That double door looked like it was the back door to this dungeon.
I
we're
think
looking
there are
for
some
a
very
side entrance
dangerous
now.
creatures here.
Golder did mention that back door was barred.
Good as dead.
I love that. I weaken her with weaken that drawer with my arrow, and Lid just comes in and sweeps him with one shot. Two-handed weapons are a little bit overpowered.
This is actually quite fun.
Didn't even get out of bed. No chance. A corundum ingot. That'll be quite useful. They're normally worth way over 100 gold. More potions. That should take me up to around about 14 potions of healing. I'm so obsessed about these potions of healing because I know there's a very difficult fight at the end where we have to fight this necromancer. Golder keeps on going on about this guy called Vals Veran, this dark elf necromancer who's doing God knows what with my relatives.
I can't wait to get out of this place. If we survive, that is.
One more draw. I'm detected anyway,
You
so
will
I
be
better
so
stand.
dead.
No. Yeah, one more draw.
You made a big mistake. We are a good team.
3 draw,
Don't you think
4
so?
draw.
You are as good as dead.
5 draws. I'm gonna shoot you at point blank range. Is it realistic that arrows can kill draw?
You made a big mistake.
Nice move, gold there. That means that there's about 5 draws there. That would have been difficult if I was just by myself. An Amulet of Mara, worth 316. That increases your restoration skill, or reduces the cost of restoration spells by 10%. It's also useful if you want to marry anyone. I'm not going to put it on right now because I don't want to have a romance with anyone. I'm a cat, for God's sake. That would be strange. I don't know if cats can marry people.
Careful, there's a pressure plate around here.
Cats should have their own separate mating ritual.
Triggered it before and got pelted with darts.
Have them screaming at each other outside in the alley. Golder has just warned me there's a pressure plates around here somewhere. Launches darts at you. I'm going to be quite safe from this because I'll be able to see it, but I'm not sure about my... There's the pressure plate. I'm not sure about my companions. Villager has the Lightfoot trait, so she can actually go over traps without triggering anything. I don't think Lydia does, and I don't think that the new NPC I've got has either, so they might get chopped down by these traps. This is an Adept's chest, so this is going to be quite tough for me to get. There is another Companions Followers mod called AFT, I think. It's a different mod from the Ultimate Followers Overhaul, and that gives all your companions the Lightfoot trait, so you don't annoyingly have them triggering traps all the time. Because your companions are quite stupid. All they tend to do is, when they trigger a trap, they don't try to get out of the way. They just stand there while either being burnt to death or having darts being fired at them, and they just stand there until they die. If they're not an essential character, then they do actually end up dying. I'll just have to open this. This is quite difficult. This is an adept chest, so one of the most difficult ones. I think it goes novice. Not too much in there. All I get rewarded is with a lockpick, another lockpick, and I broke 4. Yeah, in order of difficulty, I think they go novice, apprentice, adept, and expert, then master. So 5 difficulties. Let's sneak round this pressure plate. I made it, no more enemies. They've sneaked round as well. Villagers sneak round, Goldirs sneak round, so we're all through okay. I'm just gonna rob your relatives. Hope you don't mind. This would be a disgust. Who would do this? Go through people's pockets for around about £10 change. Banded iron shield, that is worth 100, and it's pretty good. It's equivalent to a steel shield, so better than what Lydia has. Someone's triggered the trap. That's it, Lydia. Just stand there getting shot. Anyway, we'll see you next time for Let's Play Modded Skyrim.